Hello everyone, hope you're having a perfectly balanced day. This is my first Duelling book rated gameplay video, so let me know what you think of it. I haven't played much rated yet, so I am pretty low, but this was a pretty good game to showcase, I think, and my opponent was pretty good too. This also showcases the deck that I've been using in regionals recently as well. So we lead with planets into Fenrir, because I already have Birth and Theosis and no need for Unicorn. And you have to excuse the clicking sound, because I'm having to press the next play button. Ogre add prep. Then we go up into our Dracosack. Gets 2 tokens, and I opt to go for the anti-Nibiru line here by going for SP. Now at this point I was very tired because in my head I was like, I don't do Scareclaw Cash next, I just bring back Fenrir and then go Fenrir search Riseheart. But what I should have actually done was not banish the Fenrir from my grave with SP, keep it in grave, and then banish Fenrir for Scareclaw Cash, then Theosis, and then at the end of our turn we then bring back Fenrir. Generally speaking, it is normally good to banish Fenrir with SP, or a cash name with SP, because it puts a thing in banished for preparations. So it was kind of like my force of habit on doing that there. And yeah, my opponent reminded me. That's my bad. Okay, now we're awake, we're going to use Theosis on Fenrir to summon out Riseheart from deck. And now Riseheart can banish Unicorn. And then we're going to be later on in the turn using Scareclaw Cash to banish Theosis and then add back the Unicorn to hand. This means that even if we don't end up summoning with Prep, we have Unicorn in hand regardless, because Prep could summon from hand or banished. So if we end up not summoning from hand, it's like a follow-up card we have access to. Now this is probably the worst Prosperity I've ever done. So we go Prosperity for 6, we hit the 2 other Prosperity and the 1 of Desires. I'll put the deck list on the screen now, and you can see that those are the other 3 pop cards that I play. Riseheart, Theosis, and Shifter, which we can't use, so awful Prosperity, really, really bad. Not seeing a single tech card we can grab here at all. So we're going to get the follow-up Riseheart, powerful. Put those back. Summon Scareclaw Kashtira, banish Theosis, Theosis effects, I bet Unicorn. Then we have Shangri. Set and pass. So, I opted to not play around Super Poly here, because I go Shangri summon Unicorn. Like, maybe upon seeing, like, a 55 card deck, I probably could have guessed it was branded, and not have been baited by the sleeves. So, yeah, that's something to bear in mind. Is that you can summon another Fenrir here, and then that means you can't get Super Polyed. But Unicorn's very good here as well, because Unicorn to rip and then Shanglock is very nice, so it was too tempting not to. So we go Law and may draw Branded Fusion Super Poly, which is crazy. Tragedy Search, and we're going to then chain Super Poly to Tragedy so that I cannot rip from X deck with Unicorn. Make Mud Dragon. I may go add Aliber, use Prep to special, summon Unicorn. I do this here because it means I can rip when they summon the Aliber, which is very nice, which then gives me a pop with Shangri as well if I want it. My Dragon declared Dark, then we go Lost, and then I ask to think of Res because on Lost what I want to do here is use a Birth effect. To banish Free from Grave. Of course these cards aren't doing anything in grave, but the reason why we're doing this is because then we can Shangalock and then use Riseheart to pop the Lost. Because if we let Lost stay, that gives them a search, that means we can't really use Birth anyway. because Birth happens in the same response window as the fusion monster being summoned. Aliber adds Retribution to hand. And then I'm going to go Unicorn, and I opt to take, I think it's Libellion. Rimbrum, yeah, Rimbrum. Then we go Deployment. Albion into Albaz. There we go, Albaz to discard, and in response to this, we can't target their monsters because this is dark. We can't target any of these. So instead, I chain SP to banish itself and Shungri, which I went for this play because if I don't, they just fuse off one of these and make Mirror Jade. Whereas now I kind of force them to make Titaniclad. Had I have let this go and keep monster, they would fuse off one of these, so they have Mirror Jade here, and they still have Branded Fusion. So I'm fairly sure I would just lose this turn. Right? Yeah. Yeah, no, I would, because they just go Retribution, add back a name, and then they have Branded Fusion lost still. So yeah, there wasn't really a way around that here. I think it wasn't a bad play though, to do the SP there, because then it means that they can't summon Mirror Jades. And then yeah, I remind them that they can make Titaniclads, because they have to. Branded Fusion sends Chiron. Chiron's really good here. And then yeah, that's going to be it. Chiron put back, makes Depelia, make Mirror Jade, and then yeah, that's game 1. Okay, moving into game 2. We are going to go first. My hand's pretty strong here. We have 2 hand traps, Unicorn, Birth, and Theosis. We see that they opted to keep in the puppet going second, which isn't uncommon, especially against Kashtira, because you just break their boards, which is not hard to do, and then give them a puppets. Their hand's pretty strong too. So we go Unicorn effects. Grab an extra Birth. I did this first, even though I already have Birth, in case they impun this. And even if they draw here, I don't really mind too much. Then we go Bell, make Fleur, Birth, bring back Unicorn. I don't mind using Bell to make Fleur here, because we already have Droll, which is going to be our good defensive hand trap to have. Normally, I wouldn't actually put Droll in against Branded, but because I saw Poly in game 1, I know they're playing with Patchwork Engine most likely. Into Fenrir. Fenrir effects, grab Rise Hearts. Summon Rise Hearts. Rise Heart effects, banish another Unicorn. Banish 3 face down. The reason why I did this is because what I'm going to do in their turn is go Shangri summon Ogre, not Unicorn, because we saw they are playing Super Poly in game 1. So if I go summon Unicorn, then I get Super Polyed for Fleur and Unicorn. Whereas Ogre's actually pretty nice, we can rip quite a few important cards from their deck, like Cartesia or Albaz. Okay, we're going to go Thrust. We're going to let this go, that's fine, because it makes our draw alive. We're going to add talents to hands. And we're going to draw here. I thought about this, because if I do, it turns on talents, but talents is going to be live anyway, so may as well. Go draw, and then they're going to use talents to take, and we're going to go Fleur to negates. They go Deployment to summon. This is going to go up into Albaz. We don't have a way to stop them from making Mirror Jade here. They are going to fuse with the Shang. That makes Mirror Jade. And then I go on res, Femra 1 over 2. Make a Mirror Jade chaining 3. Mirror Jade to send Albion. And then that will banish the Fleur. And then the top 5 we see is Poly, Cartesia, Droll, Servant, and Aliber. I rip the Cartesia because although they probably play 2, I think it's the right thing to rip here because nothing else really matters too much to rip. Giving the Poly on deck is nice too, but their deck is most likely going to be shuffled before the end phase anyway. There we go, Branded Diffusion. This is where Birth shines in this matchup. Because they go Lubellion, Chainlink 1, discard Deployments, Shine Chainlink 2, and we go Birth, Chainlink 3, targeting both Albaz and Shiren, which is huge. We can't hit this as well, but that's fine, because hitting both Albaz and Shiren does so much here. Because it gets banished face down, so they cannot fuse with it. The opponent is not aware that they can't fuse with their face down banished monsters. But we remind them. Yeah, they realise. Yeah, even if Lubellion said didn't say face up banish, you still can't fuse with face down banished cards. Okay, now game 3, they're going to be going first, and we have drawn the absolute holy mother of our god hand. This hand is crazy, especially against Branded as well. Oh, we see they have duplication too, which just gets turned off entirely by Shifter. Yeah, their hand is not good into Shifter here at all. They're going to go Aliber to search Fusion, use Patchwork, grab Poly, grab Chain. They can't really do much with this. We're going to Ash Branded Fusion, pretty insane. And then, yeah, top deck Birth 2 is crazy. My hand here was nuts. Yeah, the thing with Kashtira is that you don't need to draw Shifter in this format a lot of the time, because a lot of the power level of decks isn't that high. But when you do draw Shifter, it's crazy. You just win so many games. You just win so many games for free. Fenrir banished Aliber, and then yeah, they're gonna scoop. Right, that will do it for our gameplay video for today. Let me know if you want to see more of this sort of thing, and yeah, have a perfectly balanced rest of your day, and adios.